Ah, a nice, fresh episode of Burn My Bread. Welcome back to Burn My Bread, a Persona 3 playthrough featuring me, Toastie, a new media sensation blending virtual entertainment tubers with the rich flavor of artisanal baked bread products your family will love. And boy am I glad I saved. We got butts handed to us by a tank. And I am not very thankful. And after we went through the monad door too. Oh,
Recommended course of
can you believe it? The Hero's Cape.
Horomaru-san is very motivated. Let us follow his example.
So basically,
Hey, have you ever been to a club? Isn't it kind of scary to walk into one?
into a club?
Hey, there's a
A
treasure
little bit.
chest.
They're too loud.
It's our chance to go first. Two enemies. You can do them. Such unbridled power.
Unbridled power. Okay. Money. Guninushi. Oh, look at that cutie. Good job.
Doing pretty well.
Alright.
Oh,
Next
there.
door. The monad door.
I'd like to take a romantic bike ride to school with someone someday. But I guess we'd get into trouble for sharing one bike.
What a weird thing to think. A romantic bike ride. Why that in particular? Oh, Money Man.
It's a rare shadow.
The Money Man. Hiya. Money Man. Gotta get the Money Man.
It's a rare shadow. Do your best to take it down.
You remember in Scarlet and Violet the treasure Pokemon that was like a Korok seed? It was like Gimmighoul. Dug Gimmighoul's at the Dimsdale Gimmodome.
Darkness has no effect on this enemy.
There was a very funny thing where I saw a child that had a backpack that had the evolved form of Gimmighoul all over it. And my first thought was like,
What next?
because we were at the Pokemon Cafe waiting in line, and I saw a kid with his backpack. And I was like, what the fuck character is this? I was like, what? Who is this little goobly guy? It looks like deformed Gumby. And then I was like, oh yeah,
It'll take
that's a
little more
Pokemon.
time.
And I remembered that he looked very stupid. And I was like, I feel bad for that kid. That he derives pleasure from looking at that weird man.
Go for an electric shock.
Oh! Okay, I don't think we can get these guys unless we have light. We gotta use lightning on that guy.
I have to do this.
We don't have any of that here. So, I don't know. Agarula. We need light and lightning. There's lightning. Where's light? You've got light. You've got light. Not both. Never mind.
Something else. I'll go with.
Alright, let's do lightning. Missed.
2 enemies defeated at once.
After all that, I thought about it. I thought about it for several moments.
I'll do
Ooh.
it next time.
Monsters Inc. What a big thing. Could you please explain it? Stop doing that.
What next?
I'm gonna drop your balls in your sleep. Okay.
The enemy, you're on a roll.
Yes. Now good. Good now. Good. Yeah. Good now. Good. Ooh.
That was a spectacular finish.
Thank you. Okay, where was that monad though? Guess none of this is gonna matter if we die again.
Another one of those doors.
But isn't that always the case, you know? You can't live your life like that, you know? You're like, oh man, what if I die tomorrow? Yeah, what if, you know? What
I'll
if?
do it. There's one enemy.
Alright, you were weak to fire, I remember that. Aroo!
Such unbridled
Easy.
power.
Vive la revolution.
In this situation,
I'll go with.
Aguilau. I guess we could do that.
utilizing.
I got it. Why not?
Let's see that I get. All squad members, forward. Ammunition. Weapons free.
So, I know it's not 100% a Sega joint here, but Atlas is like, I think a subsidiary of Sega, or they do their publishing, published by Sega perhaps. In Agnew. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, woof, woof, woof.
Oh, hello.
Because this is Atlas developed, but I believe Sega publishes these or everything. I don't know, but it is in the Sega family. Sonic the Hedgehog's house. and I'm a fan, alright, of the Sega family. It's a good family of intellectual properties.
Shadow detected nearby. Oh, there's a...
But Sega doesn't seem to be doing so hot in, you know, in terms of their whole thing.
There are 2 targets.
Because they've got, well, they used to have a big series of like arcades that were like 5 floors of you know, different, like, they had gotcha machines on one floor. They've got crane games on one floor. They've got like racing games, rhythm games, fighting games, arcade games. And they were pretty famous for their, you know, towering arcades that they would have. But they ended up selling all of them. There are no more Sega arcades in Japan anymore. And so it was like a little bit disheartening to see, although the buildings still exist and they're in operation, they've just changed hands. And now they've been redubbed the Gigo. So it used to be the Sega, now it's the Gigo, which is an acronym, G-I-G-O. As for what it stands for Get Into the Gaming Oasis. What is that? Are you confusing me? Don't confuse me like that. But I had a good time last time I was in Japan, going to the Sega arcade, playing the Taito drums. Taiko. I guess we'll get these. Why not? No money.
We beat them to a pulp, as they say.
You're not into Sega Voxel? Maybe that's the reason they closed their arcades. They were like, we don't have the Voxel demographic, so we can't keep these arcades open anymore. It's all because you wouldn't buy Sonic Frontiers. If only Voxel had bought Sonic Frontiers, then Sega would still be in business, in the arcade business. Well, one thing I like about their arcades is that they are not pachinko parlors, because they do have quite a lot of those in Japan, and
Apparently, I am considered a foreign exchange student at school.
they are very
Bonjour,
much
as they say.
not my speed. But I like an arcade. You go in, you find some fun games, and you play them, and you're like, I had a fun time, and then you leave. Pachinko parlors are like, you have to bring in a pack of cigarettes, and and just be like, all right, time to pull the lever until I make $10 or lose 400.
Powerful enemy spotted! Please be careful!
Oh, Mr. Wheel. All right. It's boo or die here.
There's one enemy!
Dancing Beast Wheel. That's what they call me on the dance floor. I go to the club and they say, in has walked the dancing beast wheel.
What next? I won't lose.
Wheel it up.
Thank you very much.
I'll go with
One Sega property I like a lot is actually
not that.
not
I'm
Sonic.
still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
If you can believe it. Not a big fan of Sonic, but am a big fan of, I don't know if lightning is the one. Let's try it. That was not the one. The Yakuza series. Big fan. Always fun, funny, good times. Majima's in it. What's not to like? Oh, damn.
Should I stand
Big
on this
boost.
enemy?
Ice, wind, light.
In this situation.
I'll go with
We did have, Dekaja. Yeah. Heat lowerer. That's what I call this one.
Activating. The strong one. Be on your
Punchy
guard.
or slashy as well. Could be.
Palladium.
Are you too punchy? No.
Woo! Should I stand on this enemy?
Ice, light, or punchy? Slashy.
I get the bait of the attack. Ew.
I don't know. I don't know.
I appreciate it.
what to do.
Ice? I know we have ice. Do we have light? Other than lean and seated. They're at a very low level. Kuha! Okay, not light.
Should I stand on this enemy?
It's either ice or it's nothing.
Activating.
Much like how it's Nerf for nothing.
Persona. Engage. Woo! Woo!
57.
Situation.
Lame.
Focus.
I'll go with
Persona. Wow.
I've already scanned
Just
this
weak to
one.
nothing.
It is time. Activating.
Well,
Palladium.
I'll beef our defense up. The best defense is a good defense.
Now's the time.
Hmm. $39, $35, $32. Cruel. The cruel attack.
Well executed.
Get ready.
Summoning.
15.
Right on target.
Well, at least it was critical. That was good.
Maximum firepower. Ammunition low. Weapons free. That's a win for the team. Good
We
job,
did
everyone.
it! Yeah, let's keep it up.
Okay. Yes, let's keep going. All the way to the top.
God incense. I like to eat a god in burger. To the bottom. Okay. So let's save since we died. Time to rise. Son of Rome.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
So, Voxel, if you, or anybody, no. Have you been enjoying the Oblivions,
I'll start preparing the
the
analysis.
remake master of Oblivions?
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little
Solid.
more time.
As one
to do this.
solid castle.
Come.
You know, blow that castle over.
We're not gonna go easy. Firing
Let's see. How about money and experience? Both of them. You have. It's been really nice. That's good. I've wanted to get into it.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Now, I don't know that Toastie, myself, will be allowed to play it. But,
Three targets. They're weak, but don't be careless.
I've been wondering if I should get my grubby little mitts on that one. Dan gets his grubby little mitts on that game through Game Pass and give that a go on the stream, because always was a pretty big fan of Oblivion. Good boy. Oh,
Hey!
no. Enchanted brooch. All the original bugs are still there, but the game runs really smoothly and looks exceptional. You know, that's what I heard. I heard that it was kind of like a,
It'll take a little more time.
like more of a visual rehaul, but it's good to know it runs smoother too. Like, cause they said they remade it in Unreal Engine 5,
Now's the time.
but apparently didn't change any of the programming. I don't know how you do that, but I mean, good for them, I guess. Seems like it would have made it easier. Alright. We already have a Quetzalcoatl. We'll get an experience. And... I guess Theurges.
Went great. That was a spectacular finish.
Thanks.
A staircase. Shall we ascend?
Monad. All right, Mr. Castle. Maybe we can blow this castle down too.
Entering combat.
The Death Castle. No, not the Death Castle. Mamudo.
I have to do this.
I'll go with.
Ooh-ha. Nope.
A strong one. Be on your guard. Palladium.
I feel like it's not going to be weak to anything.
Should I stand on this enemy?
You know what?
It's a strong one.
Why don't
Be
you?
on your guard. Okay. Here's
Ice.
what I found.
Okay. And then
Darkness has no effect on this
punchy
enemy.
attacks. Can't really do punchy attacks. Oh, we could do this. Why not?
Nice one, Corn Mario. Ammunition done. Weapon ready.
I don't think that's gonna work on my doggy.
Yuji, I think I can use it now. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's P!
What next?
That's a great one to get. Baby, baby.
Pull the trigger.
Are you weak to wind? Not weak to wind, but I guess I could just... I could attack him. Why not? Get him! Blah, 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 blah.
Just one more. Take that.
So, one thing I was wondering when I heard about the Oblivion remaster make was why they would do that to Oblivion instead of Morrowind if they were going to do a ground-up remake. And I think it makes sense that they did it with, you know, Oblivion when you're like, okay, it wasn't a ground-up master remake. It was a visual remaster meaning. Because I feel like with like something like Morrowind, it would be a little bit harder to actually, you know, just put a new coat of paint on it and call it a day. You kind of have to, I don't know, remake it in the Skyrim engine or whatever their engine they have for the next one. Like I would imagine, kind of like with this game here, where it's like, they kind of did just a full remake of the game. So that probably would be significantly larger of a project. And probably not something that they wanted to just kind of like be like, hey, we did it, here you go. Okay. Social stat growth on the next day for activities. I mean, that one's always good. But the stat growth? I don't know. Does that matter? I don't think we need that anymore. Unless I do. Let's see what the game says we're doing on the next day. Okay, I don't think we need it. So let's get that one. And I would like the devil if we could get the devil. Give the devil his due.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Emerald.
Enemy spotted.
Enemy 10 o'clock direction. Oh, lounging.
Still setting up. It'll take a little more
Alright,
time.
they've got fire attacks.
I have to do this.
Oh, not that.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
Do we have a Mabufu? Yeah, Mabufula. Mabufula. Not that. That was not it.
Wind isn't good on this one. You'll have to try something else.
Maybe lightning or light?
One enemy knocked down by Icon. Requesting this way.
It's lightning.
Amazing! It's time for an all-out attack.
So you can actually run now, which is nice. Oh. Well, hello there. Although I will say, if you want to run in Oblivion, the console commands are ours right there. Just turn that baby up to like 500 times speed and ooh, you're cooking.
Koromaru-san appears satisfied with our performance.
You ain't sitting at a computer to play Oblivion? My original time playing it was on console. That was not a computer game for me as a youngin.
It's a strong one. Be on your guard.
I think it really wasn't until Skyrim came out that I really, like, started getting wild
What next?
with downloading every mod that exists. Going to the mod store and say, I'll have one of everything, please.
Final strike. We're not gonna go easy.
Even Fallout 3. That was still a very much a
I'll go with.
like just baseline experience on the Xbox 360. If we do win, we'll knock him down. So what's the point?
Detected.
Why are they shooting themselves in the head to attack? Well, there's two answers for that. The first answer, is that they are using a special device that's called an evoker, and what it does is triggers your body's flight or flight response, and that puts your mind in the state where you can like call forth your persona, which normally you can only do when you're in like a life or death scenario.
Never mind.
Should I scan on this enemy?
The other answer is because they were like, wouldn't that look so cool if someone was like shooting themselves in the head to do an attack?
Well executed.
Get ready.
And they were like, this is our aesthetic. We're going for it. All of my current personas. That one's not so good.
We beat them to a pulp, as they say.
So basically, they have different methods of summoning the personas in all the Persona games, where they're related and they are in the same universe and all that, but
Hey.
they don't have that much. They just have like connective tissue, basically. Ah! It's Elden Ring all over again. Hello.
Yes.
Let's chase it down. Left. Left. Oh no! Should have picked the other way. Slap.
Okay then. Let's see.
Wow. Okay.
We gotta keep moving.
So in Persona 5, the way you
They
summon
say
your
that God
persona
only
is
gives
by
us
like
trials we can overcome.
ripping off a mask that you have on. Like if you imagine me ripping off the toast off my face, but the toast is like connected to my skin.
Has discovered a shadow.
So like
How do we
you rip it
proceed?
off and blood comes out. And they do that repeatedly and they're fine. So it really is mostly just an aesthetic thing.
We have the advantage.
There's a lot of Persona stuff that's really just all about the aesthetics, and I can understand that. In Persona 4, the way you summon your persona is like you have a pair of glasses on, and then you like push them up like anime guy. You go ching, and then so a lot of it is just they were thinking about it and they were like, what would be like a cool thing? What would look cool? I don't know. And they just come up with something and they're like, that's what you do to summon the personas. Mamudun.
We beat them to a pulp, as they say.
Oh no! He slapped my ass.
What? Seriously? I'm hit.
I can't believe they slapped my ass like that.
Don't get careless. Such unbridled powers.
Okakuni Nushi. Recon. Okay, I guess we'll get rid of Garu.
This will improve my capabilities.
Heat Wave, Heavy Strike to all foes. Well, that's better than Weak to all foes.
Doing pretty well.
Enemy spotted. Awaiting orders.
Oh, can we go up those stairs?
Yeah, but I think in general, the Persona series is like very much based on like aesthetics, looking cool and flashy.
The way to go.
And sometimes it involves things that you're like,
It'll take a little more
I don't know
time.
that I sign off on all this, or even a lot of it, but I do like the aesthetics.
Haruka, knock one down.
Like fighting alongside a cool doggy and a robot. And teaming up with my friend, Mr. Skellington. And my other friend, Mr. Skellington.
You want that?
these
Good on
guys.
this one. You'll have
Light.
to try something else.
To light. Lightning, 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 lightning. Alright. Captain Planet.
Enemy.
You get ready.
And the enemy
Sexy dance. Ooh. Why? I don't. Apparently, I already have the minion. Doesn't say new. Maybe I'll get the sexy dance. Ooh. You hate that the horse has hands?
With this, I can fight even better.
Is there a horse with hands in Evangelion? Hmm? Probably.
We beat them to a pulp, as they say. This floor has been fully explored now.
So if you really don't know anything about the Persona or Shin Megami Tensei series, I will say they did kind of do Pokemon first. Where Shin Megami Tensei has been around longer than Pokemon, and they have always had this mechanic where you get demons and add them to your party and use them to fight other demons. And the demons have always been the same. They haven't really added that many new ones. Actually, it's just kind of been the demons that are there. Where they're all a mix from various schools of thought, different belief systems, fiction, like Dionysus, mythology, like Lachesis, or the flag, the Mexican flag.
I hear that humans do not come with an operations manual. Is that not inconvenient?
Can't say I ever thought of following a manual to make my own decisions.
The situation
Samurai. Haku Musha.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
Aru. Whoa! The level of your currently equipped persona will increase by 1. I don't know what I care about that.
You looked really cool out there, Koro-chan.
Ooh, maybe there's something nice inside.
The situation
Wow,
is very
they're
bad.
pink.
Don't hold anything back.
Aru.
Such a trying to topple 2 enemies. Go for an electric
Yeah,
shock.
lightning.
Well executed.
Let's do it.
And the enemy
How about these ones? Alright. The Throne of Freedom.
That was a spectacular finish.
Feed. There's a monad door on this floor? Running into a lot of them monads.
Ready to switch in.
Okay. Now's the time.
Persona!
This should end it.
Auto Rebellion.
And that's how it's done.
Koromaru-san appears satisfied with our performance.
Oh.
Are you okay, Koro-chan? Leader, maybe that's enough for tonight?
That. And now the monad.
Haven't we seen that door before?
Haven't we seen that door before? Well, I guess we'll have to see that door on the next episode. Because I forgot that this one was 50 minutes long. So let's do the next one.